Ready for Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't there, Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a pear.
Was a pear.
Yeah.
I did not know Fuzzy Wuzzy was a pear.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Well, there, I learned something every day.
I did. I can go home and say, I played well with my friends and I learned something today.
Well, you know, we do play well together.
Yes, we
Which
do.
is the entire reason why we created Simply Be Found.
I know, that's a great point, Rob, because we started out as business associates
We did.
and then we became friends over the
You're a
years.
client of mine at the very beginning.
Exactly.
And then we came into this, and it's been a fun ride all the way across.
It has been, and you know, and the thing is you know, I've been, you know, you got me started in this whole local SEO and this voice search concept before we discovered that it was helping my business, and then we went, why don't we help other small businesses? And so we created this together, this platform, and we tried to use other people's stuff. It didn't work the way we wanted to, so we went out and got our own team, and we created this platform from scratch ourselves. And it works so uniquely differently, and it's so simple because I'm the poster child for reasons why it's simple, because you're the tech guy. I mean, you really are the tech person in this thing. I'm the guy who said, I need to be able to use this. I don't care how it works. I want to know that it works. And it was simple to use, and that's where the name came from, because we kept it simple.
Well, I mean, heck, I started Simply Be Found as my agency, and I was going to sell it off as another web agency, and then we ended up deciding to do this.
Right.
All the start of this whole program. I mean, it's been an interesting ride over the last 3 years.
It has been. I mean, you know, we started this, and then the COVID thing happened, and everybody.
We didn't realize COVID was really
Oh,
happening around us. We knew it, but we didn't
Oh,
realize.
yeah, I know. Well, we were so busy developing the platform and saying how we're going to make this work. We had our beta accounts, the other friends. I shouldn't call them beta accounts. They were just other accounts of friends of ours that, and we said, try this, use it, and they were really impressed with how it was working for us. We ran into some issues, and we changed the things to make it work better, and that's what makes it so uniquely different. Because we listen to the small businesses, we still do, because we don't have a board, we don't have investment groups. I mean, it's what the members are saying to us, that what we need to do to improve it. So we listen to everybody, and we get, you know, and we've had customers. I shouldn't call them customers, we call them members, because you're not a customer, you're part of the family, if you will. So we're members, and we listen to members. I mean, we just, when we have a member that leaves us, we go, why are you leaving us? We want to know why. And say, well, you know, sometimes there's things we can fix, and we work on it with the member, they stay with us. Other times it's just not a good fit. And I mean, that happens, that's part of business.
We can't make everybody happy.
Yeah.
No business can. It's when it comes to the whole entire review piece as well, is you cannot make everybody happy. It's okay sometimes to get a 1-star review. But I mean, we're not perfect. Our platform isn't perfect. Like, it doesn't work the best on mobile right now. We're working on that. We'll have it released probably late quarter four this year. But I mean, we're not perfect, and we'll never be perfect, because we are innovating with how local SEO is changing. The landscape of local SEO has really changed. We listen to that feedback of what is working, what is not working. We're able to check the data points and what happens with our members. So we have all of that data, and the algorithm constantly gets updated. I don't know if you knew that, but the algorithm gets updated of how we're doing it, how we're approaching it, and we're finding new ideas. Now, with the whole entire new AI technology that's coming out, like your chat GPTs, your bards, and everything there for your AI SEO that's going to be coming out, there's a lot of those points that is going to change the whole entire local SEO concept and aspect. I think it's going to be a major change in the industry and how local SEO is done. But most business owners don't even know they can do their own marketing for local SEO. They get confused on, I already have a website. Well, is your website generating you enough leads? Is it getting you enough sales? Are you sending enough people to that website? Local SEO helps you be able to send people not only to your website, because it works with or without your website, but you can actually take that local SEO and use it to be able to find even more local customers. And the nice thing about regular SEO and local SEO is the difference is you're injecting that information directly into those search engines. So instead of waiting to be found, you're instantly being found for different keywords. And that's why we can get results so much faster once everything gets set up, once everything gets optimized, which it takes a little bit of time. It takes about 30 days to truly get 100% optimized. Some people report it happens a lot sooner, but That local SEO allows you to inject that information, allows you to be able to be found by customers who are currently searching for the products and services you have to offer. So if they know your business name, it helps you rank even higher for that. But if they're looking for your product or service, you want to be able to come up. That's how you're going to attract new customers to be able to fill your bucket as it's going through.
Right. And let's talk about marketing for just a second. I mean, small business owners they get all these big words, they make it sound so complicated. Marketing is not as complicated as people think it is.
Well, agencies do that. You know why agencies do that, don't you?
No, Phil, I do know, but I want your take on it. I mean, because you had an agency.
They make millions of dollars off of business owners by making it complicated.
Right. Okay.
They make it sound a lot bigger.
Right.
If you look at your IT guy for your other business, or you listen to anybody, even our current dev staff and our system administrators and our advisor teams and all that, if you look at any of the guys who are in tech, I probably even do it to some point of I make things seem a lot bigger naturally. It's what we were trained, it's how we were learned, and it's how we made money is to make it look bigger. The first time I ever did something for somebody was when and got paid for it besides the website, would have been back in '95. And a neighbor lady's like, I can't get back into Windows, my computer's broken. And it was Windows 95. She was stuck in a DOS screen and didn't know how to get back out of it because she booted in a DOS. I walked over and I typed in the word exit and I hit enter and I said, okay, that'll be $100 to fix it, because that's what we agreed upon. We agreed that it was gonna be $100. So I'll fix it for $100. She goes, okay. And all I had to do is type the word exit, and she goes, well, I'm not paying you $100 for that. Right then and there, IT people start to learn when they have that experience to make things seem bigger, because that's how you get paid for your knowledge. And I mean, we give access to all of our knowledge as being a member. That's what makes that membership of Simply Be Found. So that part really goes in there, but I'll let you go back. That's why they charge more.
But what my biggest complaint with the marketing agencies is small business owners are intelligent people, and they throw these big words out. That's all these reports, all these things they say. You can't figure it out. You cannot figure it out. It's not that difficult. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up today. But that's my biggest problem with they make it sound like we're not intelligent people. We're very intelligent. Our biggest problem is we don't have enough time in the day, and that's how this platform got built. It's not the fact that it's difficult to do; it just takes a little time to do. But they make it sound like time and difficulty, and that's how they keep you in their grasp, if you will. They don't allow you to grow your business on your own and tell your story, and then they tell the story. When they get the information, you still have to put the time in to help them out, but they still don't get your story right. This platform allows you to tell your story. And when I say tell your story, you talk about your products, you talk about your services in the form of posts, questions and answers, events, coupons, your service area. You know your business, you know your clientele. You put the information out there, and with the AI side that you're talking about, you're going to be able to, that's coming, we're not quite there yet, but we have, it's coming. But you'll be able to say, help me get started on a response or an answer. Yep. And the problem is with AI right now, it's starting to sound the same when people are asking questions. You can get yourself started, but then you can put it in your own voice, and it's still your story.
It gets rid of the writer's block that happens.
Right, exactly.
AI is going to be a huge piece. Another thing when we're picking on marketing agencies, everybody wants to focus on Google. It is so much more than just Google. You have Bing, you have Apple Maps, you have Alexa, Siri, Cortana, Bixby. You have all this. I mean, Google Assistant and Bixby, they both use that database, but Bixby is a Samsung product. But it's a matter of having all these different data points, especially Bing. When you go buy a brand new computer, you have Bing on it because you have Microsoft Edge if you bought a Microsoft product. So if you brought a PC, unless you went and bought an Apple, which I don't even know what Safari is using now when it first loads up. So if you know, leave it in the comments. I haven't loaded a Mac in probably almost 10 years.
Right now on my phone, Safari loads 3 different platforms that you can choose.
It does. I don't know what its default search engine is. I don't know if it's that, but I mean that was a confusion you had when we first started. Is the difference between a browser, a search engine, and
And you know
you
what?
thought everything was Googling. When you were inside of Bing, you thought you were Googling
Right.
stuff.
But here's the deal, though. I don't care. I mean, as a business owner, I care.
No, you don't give a
But
shit.
I just want it to work. I want to go out there. I want to be able to put my information out there. I want it to work, and I want people to be able to see me no matter what platform or what browser or whatever you want to call it is. Because as a small business owner, I don't really care. I just want it to work. I want to see results, and the best way you see the results is when you're putting your information out there. Your business calls and the people finding you, and it's going to increase. And one of the things I do, and I ask a lot of other business owners, I said, when you get a new person that calls you, do you ask them how they found you? Most of the time they don't. But
that's a very common thread.
You know, and the big thing is ask the question, and you'll see that people are finding you with voice search, online searches, those kinds of techniques, which is the easy way people and the way people are finding things when they want immediate results or immediate information. They don't go, you know, if you're doing a big project, I mean, if you're gonna do a basement remodel, let's use that for an example. You're gonna say, oh, I want a basement remodeling, but you may say, oh, I'm gonna work on it for a while. You're not gonna just pick up the phone and say, find for me this. But if you have a leaky toilet, you're gonna say, find a plumber near me or find a plumber in this community. That's an immediate need. And that's where people are missing the boat a little bit, because there's still some long-term plans, but there's still that immediate need. And what people don't understand is when that happens, that voice search happens, especially with their cell phone, is they actually call or they go in that business within 24 hours and have some kind of interaction. They're going to find out, and they're going to make a decision that they're going to use your business. And that's where people are missing out on some of that, in my opinion.
I think a lot of small business owners are missing the whole entire point of what local SEO is and what it means to be found locally. They go and they buy these big ad campaigns because that's what marketing companies do. And again, the reason why those marketing companies do that and the marketing agencies is they do it because they get a percentage of the ad spend. The more you spend, the more they make, versus the more they make off of what you make. No, it's what they spend they're making money on for most of them. I mean, there's some of them that do performance-based type stuff, so I don't want to say it's an absolute in there. But, I mean, they do these ad campaigns, and you have so many different devices that you have to be found on. You have your smart TVs, you have your smart speakers, you have your mobile devices, and God, you have so many of those. You have computers, you have your gaming machines, you have like Xbox and PlayStation. You have so many different places and avenues where someone can find you. And as a small business owner, you want to be found no matter where your customer's searching. You don't care, you don't give a shit where they're at and what they're doing as far as where they're finding you. All you know is you want to be found. When someone looks for your products and service, you want to be at the top of the ranking to increase your chances to be found by more local customers.
So let's talk about, I have another business, the one that started this whole thing. And it was really interesting. I said, I had a new customer walk in and I said, how'd you find me? They said, oh, I just did a search. And there was 2 ads that were in front of you, but I don't ever call the ad people. I jump down to the people because I know they're local. And even though the ads were there, and I'm not saying everybody does it, but this age group that I call the millennials are more tech savvy, and they grew up with this. And I'm not saying that my generation doesn't. We're a little bit leery.
I mean, heck, your dad's what,
85 years old this year.
And he uses a smart device.
Yeah, he's actually learned how to say, hey, Siri, find me, and because he can't type because he has dexterity problems. And so he uses the voice search. And he's not the only person out there. I mean, that's an easy way to do it.
When it comes to voice search, you have such a huge range of people who are using it.
Right, you do. I mean,
the baby boomers are going to start using it even more, your generation.
My generation. I'm at the tail end of it, but yes, I'm using it more. I mean, you couldn't hardly get me to pick up a cell phone and text. Today I live by the text a lot more than I used to, and that's the trend. And it's not gonna go backwards. It's gonna keep progressing. More people. I read something that says that there's like 500 million searches a day right now, and they're estimating in 2 years it's going to be 1 billion searches a day, so it's going to double, if not. And then they're just estimating. They don't have any idea if it's going to be linear or if it's going to be asymptotic. That's not the right word. That's the wrong word. my mathematics. I haven't done math in a long time, guys. So, but you don't know if it's going to be an exponential growth. That's the word I'm looking for. An exponential growth. We don't know. We really don't know. But the trends are technology's here. With the AI side of it, it's going to get even more technology based. And the things that we're seeing now, the rate of growth and the way things are changing is going to be faster and faster. And so the old marketing techniques, they're good, but they're not staying up with the current trends. And that's my concern, is that people aren't staying up with it. We have a bunch of, like you said, our advisory group, they're saying, hey, we're seeing these trends. What do you think of it? And we're hearing from members, hey, I've been being told this. So we're listening to our group and we're trying to be proactive, if you will. And so we're trying to be in front of the curve.
So what happens if you go to Yext, Sign Up, Bright Local, any of the big boys that also do the local SEO, which all of them told us when we used them for a little bit, and we said, nope, it doesn't work. Like, oh, you'll never be able to do it that way, and you won't be able to do this without going out and getting big investors in, which we were able to do. We pulled that one off.
Right.
But it's one of those, and I'm really proud of our team and for being able to help us be able to pull that off. One of those big things that comes into that whole factor is that when they have to make a decision, it has to go start at the very top and it has to work its way down. They go through some major things. There's parts of those development. Some of those things, there are reasons why our platform sometimes gives the air of, hey, we're doing some maintenance, is because we're doing things kind of live. Now we try to prevent that as much as we possibly can, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to have some hiccups along the way when we push something new. And when we push it out new, it's been tested on our staging server or our test server, but when we push it out live, sometimes it just doesn't work right. And our members have been very, very forgiving and understanding of that, because our system is so much simpler than the other options out there. Anybody who has used a marketing automation platform and done this type of thing to be able to do their local SEO, they understand how complicated that software is. They put numbers out there and make, what they're doing is they're trying to justify how much money they're charging you, which there's people paying $1,000 to $5,000 for this same exact service that we do. They just make it a lot more harder so they can try to get more money out of you.
Right. Or they make it, the biggest thing is that you don't understand, you don't know. The problem is my business, I don't know how everything works. I just know that I'm getting results. And that's what we're trying to do. That's why the small business owners glean to us a little bit, because they don't, they can get all those reports in the world. They don't mean much to them. They're only worried about the number of calls, the number of quotes, that their backlog is full. That's it, basically.
And that's the whole entire point of Simply Be Found. So if you're going to come and be able to look at simplybefound.com, definitely come in, look at it. We have monthly programs, we have yearly programs, but it's a month-to-month. There's no contract whatsoever. And you can try simplybefound.com just to be able to try it out. No, we don't have any trials or anything like that. We just didn't see the need for it. But I mean, we have plans starting at $40 a month. So I mean, people are wasting thousands upon thousands of dollars and don't even realize it. We solved that problem. We're cheap when it comes to
Well, you just took a call from a gentleman the other day that said he started out with our basic plan. Goes, your platform's so easy. How come it's so easy? Because it's not that complicated. And he's
it's like pushing the easy button.
Yeah,
it was what he referred to.
Yeah, and the thing is he's now upgraded his plan because he went, this is easy, let's get more value out of it. So he's upgraded his plan, and we allow people to upgrade their plans. And if you get to the next plan and you decide you don't like that, you can always go back to the other plan. We don't lock you into anything. You need to do what works best for your business.
There's also people that do the other way. They start off the basic, or they start off at the very top. At the very top, they get to see some of the stuff. They get to help them be able to work through. They get a little bit more support. They get phone support, that type of thing. But they can work their way backwards as they start to get more comfortable with it. I do personal videos. You do personalized videos all the time for our members, and be able to say, hey, this is what we recommend. Sometimes I go out and I pull 5 accounts and I just load them up. I do personalized videos, send them out to each of them just as a thank you and just to give them some heads up on what they could be doing to improve their local SEO so they can get found by more local customers. I mean, that's just the biggest thing.
Exactly. So no, I think I'm very proud of our platform. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished. And we've had really good feedback. And of course, like you said, we can't make everybody happy. It's not a good fit for everybody. And we understand that. And it's not personal, it's business. I mean, if you're in business, you know that everything doesn't always happen the way you expect it to.
Exactly.
so, but I'm very, very proud of what our team has accomplished and where we've come in 3 years. Everybody said that it couldn't be done that fast. The way
We did it for less money, and we did it got it out when they said we couldn't do either one of those
Exactly,
things.
and so.
And we did it without a single investor involved.
Exactly, so.
Besides you and I.
Yeah, I know, but the members that have come on are the reason why the cash flow is happening for us,
It is.
so.
And it's why sometimes we do the interesting new promos and that type of stuff that are out there. So, but it's one of those things to where check us out, and we might be a good fit for you. We might not. We want to know either way how we're doing. Give us that feedback. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure you leave it in the comment section. And if you want to see more videos like this is a new style we're trying out. We're actually recording this over at the local library in Greeley, Colorado. So, I mean, it's one of those things to where we're taking care of you. We're utilizing the plans that are out there for us to be able to keep our prices low. So this is how we do that. And we pass that cost savings over to you. Anything else you want to finish off with?
I think that's actually a very good conclusion, so thank you.
So thank you, High Plains Library, for letting us use the space once again and all the things you offer. And if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe, like it. Depends on which platform you're on. My name is Rob. I'm one of the co-founders here at Simply Be Found.
And I'm Dean, and I'm the other co-founder. I guess it takes two to be co-founders. So.
It does. It takes two. I could say something, but then we'd probably get blanked out from YouTube and every other platform.
Exactly. So let's keep it G-rated. So.
I already wrote next. I said shit a couple times.
All right. Okay. So we crossed the
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.